Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Drag Show. I'm Stu Smith, your host, producer, and we've been doing this show since October of 2008. So tonight, excuse me, I'm going to spend some time talking with you about why The Drag Show and how it came to be, and a little bit about my reasons for it, and probably that'll take us to a little bit about myself. I found myself to be really homophobic, and the thing that I was probably most afraid of were people who were obviously gay. So I felt really threatened by sissies and drag queens and anybody who stood out a lot. And drag queens kind of fit that profile, don't they? I've come to change all my feelings about individuals, people who have the courage to stand up and be who they are, something I lacked for a good part of my life. So one of the ways that I thought I could address some of my issues would be to face them and get to know the people that I had fear or resentment, or even a disdain for. So I talked with my dear friend Zachary Davenport, whose drag name is Labeline, an amazing young guy. I mean, this guy's done almost everything. I think he's the only guy to win gold in the gay games in Germany with the group Cheer, which is a group of cheerleaders, GLBT, who perform this time or that time all over the world. But they do a lot of charitable work all around San Francisco and Northern California. Zachary's an amazing guy, and we started the show October of 2008. And I think our first guest was either Randy or Betty Beasley, and then we went on. And in those early shows, we had people ranging from Sister Boom Boom, a very notorious, one of the original Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, to, Heclina, who founded Tranny Shack, Pollo Del Mar, who's founded all sorts of things and is one of the fiercest advocates for GLBT causes in San Francisco. A writer, a performer, a little bit of everything, and a mentor to all sorts of young people. The incredible Peaches Christ, famous for Midnight Mass, the great movie All About Evil, some probably forthcoming movies, all sorts of stuff. The amazing Puttanesca, Jose Guzman Colon, one of the great artists of my lifetime, primarily in photography. I wish I had. He has a book out called Glam Gender, and it's available at Books Incorporated and a few other smaller bookstores in the area. I know it's available in Canada, in Palm Springs, probably LA, maybe even New York. But if you can find it, you can always go to glamgender.com, I believe it is, and you can find it there. You can find out the information on how to get it. It is a book well worth having, and it's a true coffee table book. It's brilliant. He did it in collaboration with Marianne. I cannot remember her last name, Rochelle or La Rochelle, who is Canadian and lives up there. And it's just a treasure. At any rate, so the show went on. Zachary got very busy with his life and bowed out. Then in came Terry, and then Stephen Leader, and then Patrick Connors, who was doing some. I also launched Frisco Today, which was going to be more about current events, and is going to be more about current events. And Frisco Today is kind of a takeoff on how hated the name Frisco is. You know, so many things that I was afraid of or disliked or in some cases hated. Best thing I found to do about all those things is to face them and get to know them and take the venom out of my thinking. At any rate, geez, I could just probably go on and on and on, couldn't I? So over the 2+ years of the Drag Show, we formed a website, thedragshow.org, thedragshow.org, and that show, there are clips or full shows of everybody we've done so far. We're missing a couple of them. So it's well worth taking a look at some of the amazing personalities. There's Precious Moments, also known as Michael Soldier, some of the cast and producer directors of Pearls Over Shanghai, which was originally a Cockettes production, Scrumbly Colwyn and Link Martin, and numerous other wonderful, amazing artists. It's still playing. It's been playing, I think, for almost as long as the show's been going on. And there's 2 or 3 episodes or shows that have focus on Pearls Over Shanghai. If you can see that, the Thrill Peddlers group have this play going on at the Hypnodrome Theater, which is on 10th by Division. So thrillpeddlers.org